Hi folks, welcome to the video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at our foyer remodel. My husband and I have been working on remodeling our home over the last year. Unfortunately, when we started this process, I did not know I'd be eventually putting this up on YouTube, so I don't have any before videos. So I'm just showing you some photos that we have of the foyer from before the remodel. In just a moment, you're going to see the same exact angle approaching the foyer from the same spot in the after, and here we are. So you can see there's been a lot of changes since the before. In fact, I say we take one more look at that, so let's look at the before again. The first thing we changed in the room was the trim, the wainscoting. All of that was an off-white color. In fact, throughout the whole house it was an off-white, so we painted all that to a bright white. It's actually Extra White by Sherwin-Williams. The green wall got painted to Pale Oak by Benjamin Moore. Believe it or not, that green is not a wallpaper, that is just paint. The banister got a makeover as well. We painted that in Extra White by Sherwin-Williams also to match the rest of the trim in the room. I would have liked to sand and stained it, but at the time that was just too much with all the other projects we have going on, and there is a possibility that we will replace that banister in the future. I wasn't a huge fan of this tile floor, but it was too much for us to rip up. We had to rip up tile in our living room, believe it or not, as well as our kitchen and our mudroom. Ultimately, we made the tough decision to keep the tile in the foyer. But what I did do was change the grout color. So the grout originally was a bright white, and I regrouted it to a darker gray so that the floor had a more uniform look. Once the video resumes of the current foyer, you may notice smaller changes we made that make a big impact, such as changing the door handles, door stoppers, and even the light fixture. So you can see the new light fixture. I really love that light fixture. I find that when I am doing each room, I sort of have a theme or a time era in mind. Not to say that these rooms exactly mimic that, but I guess that's in my head. Each room has sort of a theme, so when I was redoing the foyer, I wanted kind of a southern antebellum look. So that is where I got the idea for that light fixture. You guys might know better than me. Maybe that's not a southern antebellum look. I don't know. I'm getting ready to take you guys down the other hallway and up to this front area of the foyer. So before I do, let's take another quick flashback to what the hallway looked like before. One of the things that helped this room a lot was adding on the storm door. This space did not get a lot of natural light before, so adding that storm door helped a lot in bringing light into the room. Let's take a walk down the right side of the hall so you can see the new light switches that we put in place, as well as new door handles. So the previous door handles were round and brass. Got all of our new door handles from Home Depot, and we either got the handle type like you just saw there, or the round knob type, and we have different ones throughout the home, and for whatever reason I just thought the handles belonged in certain places and the doorknobs in others. So that is why you might see a mix match. Okay, these pictures, oh, I love these so much. I got these at an antique store. I got the pair for about 25 bucks. And the lady, when she went to check me out, couldn't believe it that they were on sale for that price. I really like them. They're a very neat touch to this room. Again, you can see the new light switch panel on the wall. Definitely don't underestimate the power of changing things like that. In fact, in just a second, you will see the door stop down on the left-hand side of the video. Hopefully you all will be able to see it. Before it was kind of like a metal color. So making those changes, those little things, the door handles, things that you might not think about, will make a big difference in making the home a little more modern. But of course, we want this look to be more traditional as well, but having that modern touch is nice. So I think even when you're trying to have a more traditional or more antique home, bringing certain things up to date is important, at least in my opinion, like the light fixtures, your appliances, utilities in the home. The candelabra that you just saw, I purchased at the same time I purchased the two pictures on the wall from the same antique store. I like the patina that's on it, so I don't clean it off all the way. And the picture frame I've had for a long time. My dad had it. He was going to throw it out, and I snagged it from him. The picture on the wall here is rather modern for my style, but I just felt like it fit this room perfectly. Sometimes I think you need to try pieces that you wouldn't be super used to. You might find that you like them. Looking at the floor, you can see the grout in between the tiles is much darker now, making that floor a little more uniform. Let's head into the pantry now. We have a walk-in pantry here, and that's me turning the light on. It does have a light sensor. I really enjoy that feature. Being able to walk in and out and not have to turn the light switch on every time is very nice, especially when you're trying to prepare a meal and maybe your hands are full. So that's a great feature my husband came up with. You'll see in just a moment what this closet looked like before. I do not think that the previous owner used it as a food pantry. I think that they were using it as a coat closet, actually. Now we're standing on the stairwell, just approaching this from a different angle. The painted area of the steps was painted the same color as the trim. So when I painted the trim work in this room, I also had to paint each step. That was quite a task. In fact, this room had so much trim work between changing the banister color, the wainscoting, the stairwell. This room took a lot of time for trim painting. Here I'm just showing you that we do actually have a coat closet. So that was part of the reason, or part of what weighed in our decision to make the food pantry, was the fact that we already had a closet for hanging coats and shoes. So here we are coming down the stairs now, just showing you another angle of the room. You'll notice I did not paint the banister on the left-hand side. I just felt like that would be too much, so maybe one day we will get a banister, again, stained, that matches the floor. I'm not sure. Okay, so now what I want to show you guys, I'm taking up this rug. There's me, by the way. Hi, YouTube. And the reason I'm taking up this rug is I just wanted to show you when you're thinking about decorating your own foyer space or entryway space, and there was a lot of dirt under that rug, so I'm going to vacuum that up. When you're thinking about decorating your own entryway, please do not be afraid to use a large rug size. My gut reaction when I first got the home was, we need a rug. Oh, let's get your standard 2x3 rug or whatever, you know, your small little brush your feet off rug, and put that at the doorway. But the more I thought about it, the more I thought, you know, that's just not grand enough. So let's get a nice big rug, and what a difference it made. So I'm now going to bring in a smaller 2x3 rug that I have that I'm using in another room. Okay, here it is. I love this little rug, and hi again everybody. There's me waving. So let's put this rug down on the floor and take a look at how it looks. Make sure it's in the right spot. Okay, and let's take a step back and look at our work. And it's just not right. So let's take a look at this from another angle. So here we are coming down the hallway to look at it. You can see my cat's tail in the video on the left. Sorry about that. It doesn't look too bad from this angle. I do really like this rug. I think it looks nice in the room as far as the colors and everything. But once we back up and we look at it from here, again, I think you can tell that while it looks nice, the larger rug just suits that space better, makes it a little more grand. Last thing that I want to talk about, you guys may have noticed that the wall color seems to change depending on the angle in the room. If you are considering painting your room pale oak by Benjamin Moore, please know that that color is like a chameleon, and based on how much light it gets, it can really change how it looks. And you guys have not met Sir George yet, so there is the kitten Sir George and his brother Norman hanging out in the sunshine. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.